I'm not holding my breath. You never know.
Let's see if I can get a hold of anybody. I'm not going to text, I'm going to call.
We got the
Good part.
good part, yeah.
But you gotta start somewhere. That's right.
Don't answer your phone, Mary.
Well, see, you all made it.
State law requires this body to announce at this time that a copy of the current Open Meetings Act is available at the back of the room where it's accessible to the public. Simpson.
Here.
McDermott.
Here.
Gibbon.
Here.
Burbine.
Here.
Johnson. Albright.
Thank you. If we can all rise, well, we don't need to do that yet, do we? That's what the council needs. This one, it's the mayor's time, mayor's nickel. We have to, by law, have a special meeting, other than regular council meeting, to appoint a replacement for departing council member. Jason Hines has moved out of the area now. He's still in the jurisdiction, but he is not in Ward 4. I've had 3 applications to fill that ward. I have Trent Fuker, Karen Studi, and Troy Melroy. It was a pretty easy decision here. We just had a primary election in May, and Trent Fuker, he got the second most votes. That's what the people chose. That is my recommendation, that we appoint Trent Fuker to the ward, to fill the Ward 4 vacancy. He is a businessman. He's been active in our community. He can highly recommend it. Karen Studi is another one who would have been. She has put her name in for appointment a couple times. She would be a very good one. She's retired. Troy Melroy is another business owner, co-owner. My recommendation is the council accepts Trent Fuker for the Ward 4 City Council.
So moved.
Second. Go ahead.
Ben Johnson?
Johnson, second. Simpson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Albright.
Yes.
Do I have to close this special meeting now?
You should adjourn this meeting and go to the next.
I will adjourn the special council meeting. That'll give us a 5-minute break. Carry on like you were before I rudely interrupted you.
Since we weren't able to slip there.
Yeah, till next week.
Then,
I was going to call Terry Troy
You betcha.
today, but didn't make it. I'll give them a call
you
this morning.
by the handle man.
Yeah. I don't know. Doesn't matter what you do up there, people are gonna blow by the stop signs and shit and stuff and,
Build a wall around that corner just to deflect everything. Put some curb or something around it.
I do think of that.
we got some things up there. They're so long that
They run over them.
I'll make a note.
Yeah, I just have to think.
Did that car end up?
Yeah, I looked at the agenda, but I,
Yeah, it's almost. But it was in between, there's a 2T and between 2T and
we'll have
Fort Greene.
the next council meeting. She appointed him on the planning commission grant.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
4 kids in the vehicle.
And we still have a vacancy on the
They
plant.
weren't straight up.
He has
Tom
4
East on that.
child, he's
Oh.
plus the,
He would like to be appointed to the council.
So it's this one,
but he's a reserve man, or he was a man. Yeah, she did, man.
Because somebody else did that.
Yeah, they
within 2 weeks of each other, or a
like
couple
3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Lord,
they had a lot of records
Yeah, probably a
Someone that was
month
from
ago.
there?
Yeah, it's done.
They got a little bit of extra pipe still laying over there, I think.
Yeah.
Got them all to the east there, but
Huh.
I put them one day I drove by and
One
they
of
were
the
in the
stop
house instead of the welder and stuff.
At that intersection, like we had when we were doing construction.
Yeah, but they
Is that like
do it
6 or 8
because
inches?
they're traffic.
Yeah, it's just 80,
Yeah.
but it could
If
be
it was up to us,
six.
we probably would have done it by now, but yeah, it's up to the state.
Yeah.
In right away.
I think what they need to
Yeah,
do is go
east side.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
As long as
do that. That's
we
cheaper
don't
than a
put a
light.
drive over there, we're
That's
okay.
cheaper than a light anyway. Those flashing stop signs like up on 14.
Can we do that?
No,
That's
state.
state still.
I'm just gonna take extra mode. I'll run up there to hit the first back.
You better get out of there quick, cause
I figured they would
there
have
might be
got the
another
pressure.
vehicle. I'd be nervous standing up there.
Well, it's summertime.
So
Luckily, they hit a little bit further down than where
Yeah,
we're at.
I didn't know how they were gonna do that.
But that other one northbound or southbound, probably northbound.
Happy birthday. I'm sorry I missed your deal.
Bob had to bring his camera,
Uh-huh.
Timekeeper tonight.
Very close.
Dennis? The dirt piles are going,
Oh, I didn't even notice.
but they've got to mow. And
Yeah, it's
I
the
talked-
weeds.
I talked to Mike today.
Okay.
He would have liked to have had that stuff done 2 weeks ago. But the contractor.
State law requires this body to announce at this time that a copy of the current Open Meetings Act is available at the back of the room where it is accessible to the public. Simpson.
Here.
McDermott.
Here,
Gibbons.
Here.
Burbine. Here. Johnson. Here. Aldridge.
Here.
Thank you. If we'll all rise now, please, for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 1, consent agenda. Approve the agenda, pay the claims as submitted.
Move we approve.
I'll second that.
Larry Gibbons, seconds.
McDermott.
yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item 2, approve the minutes of the July 21st, 2020 regular council meeting.
So moved.
Troy Irvine, make the motion. Second by
Second.
Larry Gibbons.
And I will say that Mary called me, and I believe in the minutes in that agenda where we approved the amendments, I cut, copied, and pasted, of course, and didn't change the roll call vote. So that's been corrected now. She was still in that lineup, so they are a little bit different. Thank you, Mary. Johnson.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Simpson.
Abstain.
McDermott.
Abstain.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Mayor, would you like to make a deciding vote?
Motion carried. Item 3, public forum. If anybody has something to bring before this council that is not on the council agenda, now is the time and place. I think everybody else is on the agenda. I will close the public forum. Item 4, open public hearing to receive comments on the application for a Class 1 retail liquor license from Holdridge Hotel Group, LLC. Anybody is here to...
Crystal Purdy is here.
Crystal Purdy? Just approach, that's good enough. Let's see.
You want me to come on this side, see, or?
You're fine, that's fine.
You're fine. I visited with Ms. Purdy yesterday, that how are they going to handle this? They've got their bar just outside of their office, and this is not unusual for Cobblestone to have something. It'll be all maintained by the staff. It'll be manned whenever the office people are there, so and people can get something, take it up to the room. They can get something from the bar there. My understanding, talking with Crystal, it'll be possibly beer and wine for now. They can even take it outside on their patio and sit out there. And so.
We are currently working on the patio right now because it does need to be fenced in. We have met with, I can't remember exactly what his name was, but he came with the state patrol, I believe is what it was, to. And so he said that does need to be fenced in. So we do, we're starting that process to make sure that's fenced in. Otherwise people can't take liquor out.
Yeah. Any questions or concerns from the council for Crystal?
Are you the GM over there?
Yes, ma'am.
And where are you from?
I'm actually from Kearney,
Okay.
but I spent about 8 years up in Williston, North Dakota, but recently just moved back, so I'm happy to be home.
Oh,
Her and her family? Little 2-year-old?
He will be 1 on the 19th.
1?
So he's just a little guy.
I can't tell.
Brings in a future hotelier.
I grew up too fast anyway. Any other concerns or questions for Crystal?
I'm just glad you're here. It's gonna be nice to have that here.
Well, I feel very welcomed, and we're pretty excited, and we've had a lot of people stop in and just inquiring about what we have, and so we're happy to be here and serve any needs that the community has.
Cool. I will close the open public hearing then. Move to item 5. Approve the application for a class, is it class 1 or class I?
Aye.
I. Retail liquor license from Holdridge Hotel Group, LLC.
move we approve the application.
McDermott makes the motion
Second.
by Aldrich.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Aldrich.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Awesome. All right. Well, I hope to see all of you guys come in and see us.
Thank you for coming.
Which room do I get?
What's that?
Which room do I get?
Which room do you get?
Room.
Oh, room do you get?
The
We'll talk
storage
later.
has
They don't have elevators, so
I
I,
know, that's what I thought. I thought it was group or broom, I didn't know.
I don't talk very plain. Thanks for coming here tonight,
Have a good night.
Crystal. Item 6, consider resolution 2020-03 adjusting City of Holdridge electrical rates. Brian?
Talking with Dean and Mary, I mean, we could use the money.
Our last resolution spanned 2 years, and and that ran out in June, I believe. So this just carries on the same way that one did. We like raising it just a little bit each year rather than holding off and then raising it 10% in 5 years.
What was that increase over 2 years?
The last one,
Yes.
Randy? It was 2% and then 2%.
So 4 total. then.
Yes, 4 total on this last one. And it was effective April 1st through March 31st, and then it went April 1st to March 31st of 20 is when that ran out.
In the past, we've always got a sheet that shows the rates that other communities are paying. I don't know who did that, if MPPD did that, or
Well, I don't know, if Bob must have.
We can certainly find one. for
I'd
you.
like to see that.
Okay.
I'd like to see how we compare
Okay.
to communities our same, our size.
I think Coleridge has always been pretty low electrical rates. That's a drawing card for us.
With it being an enterprise fund, the income has to cover the expenses.
Well, with the enterprise fund, it is, try to keep it in the black. And we use the enterprise fund. Our electric department has done very well to maintain the lower rates and the quality of our service. I have a lot of interruptions. Thank you, Evans. Always doing some upgrading. They've been working in underground alleys. They've done overhead replacement, Citizen Alley here. A lot of work. So I appreciate what they do.
When does that take effect? I don't know. Oh, there it is.
September 1.
Okay.
Any more questions on that resolution? 2020-03.
I'd move we approve it.
Doug Simpson, second by
I'll second.
Troy Irvine.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Urbana,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Aldrich,
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item 7, grant permission Phillips County Development Corporation, PCDC, in collaboration with the City of Holdridge to seek requests for proposals for the construction of infrastructure, Iron Horse Industrial Park. Many of you people, the council people, have visited, I presume, with PCDC. Looking at that. My understanding, South Central Economic Development also has, they can get some grants. They're working on some grants also. But to get the grants, it has to be in the City of Holdridge's name. It will be our utilities. Any questions? Mr. Tillery is here. If you have any questions. This will be for the water and the sewer, basic roads.
Water, sewer, and roads.
So,
Mr. Mayor, quick clarification, the grant is actually through the Economic Development Administration, which is a federal agency, not the Nebraska Economic Developers Association. So items 7 and 8 are joined or connected. To apply for this grant, one of the pre-requirements is to engage with an engineering firm to do the design, preliminary design and reports necessary to complete the application. So these two things go hand in hand. And we'd appreciate your support on both of them.
And you're not asking us for any money at this time?
No money at this time. Actually, what we hope is that this leads to adding money into the city's stream of revenue.
But we will probably have to match some of these grants if we're awarded the grants.
If awarded, this is an 80-20 grant. The federal government will provide through the CARES Act 80% of the grant funds. Locally, we will need to come up with 20% match. In our discussions with council members individually or in small groups, we've informed them that there are other funding mechanisms out there available to us to help reduce the cost of that 20%. We have a confirmed grant in hand now from the Department of Economic Development in the amount of $150,000 that can be applied to that 20%. We intend to apply for additional grants through the Department of Transportation, and also the possibility of CDBG grants that we can also apply for that will relieve the city of much, if not all, of that 20%.
We can also use the ground that's in the easements as far as some of that for
That's correct.
inputting some costs there, so.
EDA allows us to use the value of the property that is used for the infrastructure itself, or the easements, as you said. But it has to be, we need a certified valuation of that. We don't have that right now, but whatever engineering firm we end up with will help us identify the precise square footage assigned to all the infrastructure that will be that will qualify. We'll put that value against the grant as well, and that could be a sizable amount. I'm guessing the infrastructure is going to require 20 acres or so, and at $35,000 an acre, that's a sizable amount of money.
Any questions?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Motion to approve to go forward.
So moved.
I'll
Aldridge?
second that.
Second by Simpson.
Simpson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Urbon.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item 8, pretty much like 7, apply for grants through the Nebraska Economic Developers Association to assist with construction of infrastructure, Iron Horse Industrial Park.
Right, but again, the grant would be through the Economic Development Administration of the federal government, not through Nebraska Economic Developers Association. It would be Economic Development Administration, which is part of the Department of Commerce.
Any questions, concerns? If not,
Move to approve.
I'll second that.
McDermott seconds.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Urbon.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Before we go to item 9, that will be taken care of in closed session. We'll have open discussion for staff and council. Chief?
Usually this first Tuesday of August, we have a National Night Out, although I think I reported some time ago it was canceled, and the National Committee wishes to have it the first Tuesday in October. That's when Texas has it all the time because of the heat. I guess they don't think it gets hot here in August. But anyway, so we are going to try to have it the first Tuesday in October, which I believe is the 6th. Of course, now temperatures will be a little chillier, but a lot of people have them inside. But we're going to see if we can do that for National Night Out the first Tuesday in October. And we'll see how that plays out and how COVID-19 cooperates. Yes,
Can we have outdoor fires that night?
as long as they're in the fire pits, sir.
Are fireworks allowed?
There probably won't be free swimming.
It depends.
Depends on what time it is. Splash pad will be open, I'm sure.
Thanks, Chief.
Yep.
Dane?
Nothing. Thank you.
Troy?
Nothing?
Ben?
Nothing.
Randy?
No, thank you.
Doug?
Just like to thank everybody for the thoughts and prayers for Patty. She's progressing, so things are looking better.
Good.
Cool. Mary?
Please pass our appreciation to the pool staff for keeping it open an extra week.
Yep,
I'm
they
glad
were
were able to
excited.
make that work.
I go till the 6th?
8.
8th. Another week?
Yep.
Cool. Larry?
Up on 18th in Burlington, a lot of crashes again. You suppose you get a hold of the state and find out, since they won't put a light up there, maybe if they could put one of them flashing stop signs on those intersections?
I can talk to Kurt Rosberg and see what they would do.
I mean, that might help a little bit. That'd be better than nothing, better than what we got.
Ben started replacing sod.
But they're gonna have a new course, so be careful.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the people think it's us who aren't putting a light up there,
Yeah,
but it's not our
Yeah,
decision.
it's our jurisdiction.
People run stop signs, people run lights, people talked about even lowering the speed limit a little bit, maybe up there.
Well, I know that's been discussed as to why the state has raised the speed limit by Casey's when there's a light just a block and a half down, and so truckers speed up, and then they have to try to slow down to that light. To me, it would only make sense to put it on the other side of the light as you're headed north, or just wait till you get up to 18th, but once again, that's the state. I know my officer checked on the accident report. The individual was arrested for driving under the influence and also 4 offenses of child abuse, because there were 4 children in there. And none of them were hurt, or maybe minor injuries. No seat belts or child seats were used. And he checked on there that there be a engineering study done. When you check that on a state accident form, it makes the state quiver a little bit. So I'm sure they will be contacting us about that in the future. They'll probably talk to Kim and myself.
Good.
Dennis, can we change the stop signs there though? East-west, is that city responsibility?
East-west.
Where you
On
cross?
18.
That's
That's
state.
state.
Change them to north-south.
No, can we change what Larry's talking about? You
That's
go
the
out here by the
state.
cemetery, you can see that thing from 11th Avenue.
Yeah,
But that's
well,
not on the state highway.
You mean,
State
Put up a
all,
solar.
all traffic control signs are the state's responsibility along the state highway. So we don't have any
You
jurisdiction
can't
over
do
that.
that.
and that right-of-way is the state, even though they're facing east and west, that's still considered the state.
That's state's responsibility to maintain all traffic control.
See, the state put that up there when the detour was up there, and since they changed the stop signs from Lincoln Street, the other way, and so that's why they put those up there, but they kept them up there.
Well, we put those up, Larry.
Oh, you put those
Yeah,
up?
I ordered those and the city put those up because we had a couple instances where some accidents where
Right.
it had been, people who lived there forever,
Right,
just
kept
drove
going
through it.
Oh, yeah.
So I was able to find, I believe, some signs that I saw that Carney had them. And so I checked into them, and I ordered them, and we put
Oh, I
them
was
up.
wondering why the state kept them up there.
No, they
They're
were our
pretty
responsibility,
Yeah.
so we bought them and we've
Well,
maintained them.
good deal, good deal.
We can't do that though on those 2 stop signs.
Not on the state highway. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask, but I don't know what he would say.
I would ask.
I will, I'll ask her.
You gotta really be out of it to miss those.
Maybe if we bought them, maybe they would
Yeah.
go along with it. If
Yeah, I think the public would be all for it.
Well, I'm sure they'll let you buy them.
Yeah.
You put one there or one on each
One
side?
on each side, yeah.
Like I say, Kearney's been using them in quite a few of their intersections around Kearney.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
56th
wait,
Street on that.
Yeah.
maybe we should wait before we purchase them in case the state decides to put a light up. I mean,
Well, I'll talk to
traffic
Mr.
light.
Vosper.
And white and those.
Thanks.
It's bad.
I think we should put one of those roundabouts right
Not Nebraska.
there. Well, they have them in Nebraska.
You got them in Kearney.
We got a lot of them in Kearney now.
Double, or kind of throw you off.
They're
That's
bad
kind
in
of-
Central,
they're safe.
That's kind of a thing now.
Around about, went through the construction
Highway.
there, so.
What's this?
40 and 10, it just throws you.
Brian, you have anything tonight? Kim
Nothing, sir.
and Ron? Well, if that's the case, let's carry on to item number 9 then. Let's go, discussion of matters to protect the public interest. This will need to be addressed in a closed session.
Move we go into closed session.
Second.
Ben Johnson seconds.
McDermott,
Yes.
Givens,
Yes.
Herbaugh,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Oliver, Simpson.
Yes.